Elon Musk, AI endgame. People talk about Elon Musk like he's just another billionaire playing with toys. Cars, rockets, apps, robots, memes. But that framing misses a real story. Elon Musk is not building companies. He's building leverage over the future. Artificial intelligence is the center of that strategy. This episode isn't about whether Musk is right or wrong. It's about understanding what his endgame actually is. Before it arrives, Musk doesn't see AI as a product. He sees it as a force. Most tech CEOs talk about AI the way marketers talk about features. Faster tools, better assistance, higher productivity. Musk never talks like that. He talks about AI like a natural disaster or a god, something that cannot be stopped, only delayed, shaped, or survived. From the beginning, Musk believed AI would surpass human intelligence, not in centuries, not in science fiction timelines, but within the lifespan of people already alive. That belief changes everything. If AI is inevitable, regulation alone won't save you. Ownership and architecture will. This is why Musk has always sounded alarmist. Summoning the demon wasn't poetry, it was strategy. Fear is a tool. By framing AI as dangerous, he justifies extreme moves. Moves that look reckless without context. Moves that make sense of extinction is on the table. Musk's endgame starts here. AI isn't about convenience. It's about who controls intelligence itself. And once intelligence is automated, everything else becomes secondary. Money, labor, power, even governments. AI rewrites the hierarchy. OpenAI was never the final plan. People think Musk lost OpenAI. That story is too simple. OpenAI was an experiment, a test to see if open, non-profit AI could survive reality. Musk walked away when he realized it couldn't. That wasn't failure, it was data. When OpenAI chose scale over openness, Musk took notes. He learned what capital does to ideals. He learned how fast safety becomes optional. And most importantly, he learned who benefits when AI centralizes, not humanity. Platforms. Calling it closed AI wasn't just an insult. It was a narrative weapon. Musk positioned himself as a betrayed idealist. Altman became the pragmatist who sold out. Whether fair or not, the framing stuck. Public opinion is infrastructure. XAI wasn't revenge. It was iteration too. Built with full awareness that openness dies without power. Musk didn't abandon the mission. He redesigned the path, this time under his control. The feud with Sam Altman is about authority, not ego. This feud isn't personal in the way people think. It's philosophical warfare. Who gets to decide what AI is allowed to become? A board, a corporation, governments, or a founder with unilateral power? That's the real conflict. Altman believes scale creates safety. More money, more compute, more partnerships. Musk believes centralization creates fragility. One failure point, one bad incentive. Two men solving the same problem, with opposite conclusions. The lawsuit wasn't about money. It was about rewriting history. Musk wants the record to show betrayal. Altman wants the record to show evolution. History decides legitimacy. Legitimacy decides regulation. In the end, only one model wins. The one government's trust, or the one government's fear. Musk is betting fear travels faster than trust. And fear changes laws quicker than ethics papers. That's not ego. That's strategy. XAI is designed to be uncomfortable. Grok isn't polite by accident. It's rough around the edges on purpose. Musk wants an AI that feels dangerous, because danger keeps humans alert. Comfort breeds dependency. Dependency breeds loss of agency. Where OpenAI emphasizes alignment, Musk emphasizes friction. He wants people to argue with AI, to distrust it, to challenge it. That tension is part of the safety model. A thinking species doesn't outsource judgment. XAI's integration with X is key. Real-time data, unfiltered sentiment, raw human behavior at scale. This is messy input, but reality is messy. Sanitized data creates blind AI. Musk isn't trying to make the nicest AI. He's trying to make the most resilient one that survives chaos, conflict, and misinformation, because the real world won't be polite. AI trained on comfort collapses under stress. He's building for collapse scenarios. Space is not a flex. It's infrastructure. The SpaceX and XAI merger shocked people because they misunderstood it. They thought it was branding. It's logistics. AI runs on energy, cooling, and compute density. Earth has limits. Space has fewer. Satellites aren't just for internet. They're positioning nodes. Future AI won't live in one data center. It will be distributed. Orbital infrastructure reduces bottlenecks, and bottlenecks are vulnerabilities. Musk thinks long-term. Wars disrupt grids. Politics disrupt supply chains. Space is harder to regulate, harder to sabotage, harder to seize. That's resilience planning. AI plus space creates independence from earthbound politics. That should worry regulators. And it does. But Musk isn't waiting for permission. He's building facts into existence. Once infrastructure exists, policy follows. Tesla is an AI company disguised as a car company. Tesla isn't about cars. Cars are training data. Every mile driven feeds vision models. Every mistake improves prediction. No other AI company owns that scale of motion. That's priceless. Self-driving isn't the product. Autonomy is. Once machines move themselves, labor economics change. Trucking, delivery, logistics. AI enters the physical economy, not just screens. Dojo exists because renting compute creates dependency. Musk hates dependency. Custom chips mean custom timelines. Control over optimization. Control over scaling. Control over failure. Tesla's AI feeds Optimus. Optimus feeds labor replacement. Labor replacement feeds social instability. Musk knows this. That's why he talks about universal basic income. Not kindness, preparation. Optimus is the most understood piece. People laugh at the robot. They laughed at rockets landing, too. Humanoid form isn't vanity. It's compatibility. The world is built for humans, so robots must fit it. Optimus doesn't need consciousness. It needs obedience, balance, and endurance. Replace repetitive labor first. Factories, warehouses, maintenance. That's trillions in economic pressure and political consequences. Once robots scale, wages collapse at the bottom. Not overnight, but inevitably. This is the destabilizing moment Musk fears. Not evil AI, but mass uselessness. His end game includes cushioning that shock. Not because he's generous, because instability threatens civilization. And civilization is the environment AI needs. Chaos kills progress. Order enables it. Musk believes governments are too slow. Musk has zero faith in proactive regulation. He's watched it fail too many times. Internet, social media, finance. Rules arrive after damage. AI damage will be irreversible. So he builds first. By the time governments understand AI, the infrastructure already exists. At that point, regulation becomes negotiation. Negotiation favors whoever owns the system. Musk knows his playbook. He's used it before. Public warnings aren't weakness. They're legal shields. You can't say you weren't warned. That matters later. History matters in courtrooms. Narratives become evidence. Musk wants a seat at the table by force of relevance, not permission. If AI becomes critical infrastructure, builders become unavoidable. That's how power works now. Not votes, systems. Free speech is an AI strategy. Buying X wasn't about politics. It was about data and discourse. AI trained on filtered speech becomes fragile. Reality isn't filtered. Societies aren't safe spaces. They're conflict engines. Musk wants AI exposed to human ugliness, anger, lies, sarcasm, fear. That's not corruption. That's realism. An AI that can't handle misinformation will amplify it. He wants immunity through exposure. Free speech also decentralizes narrative control. That weakens institutions, but it strengthens adaptability. Musk values adaptability over stability. Stability breaks under pressure. Adaptability bends. This is risky, dangerously so. But Musk isn't optimizing for comfort. He's optimizing for survival in worst-case futures. That's his pattern. Prepare for collapse, not peace. The end game is coexistence, not dominance. Despite the fear, Musk doesn't want AI to rule humans. He wants humans to merge with AI. Neuralink is the missing piece. Bandwidth between brain and machine. Reduce asymmetry. Reduce obsolescence. If AI outpaces humans, humans lose agency. If humans augment, they stay relevant. This is Musk's compromise. Not stopping AI, but upgrading humans. Evolution by design. Neuralink isn't about convenience. It's about survival. If intelligence becomes a currency, biological limits become poverty. Musk doesn't want a cognitive underclass. That's unstable. The end game is balance, not domination. A civilization where AI accelerates progress, but humans remain decision makers. That window may be small. He's racing the clock. Multiplanetary AI. Mars isn't a dream. It's a backup. AI dependency makes single-planet civilization fragile. One asteroid, one war, one collapse. Redundancy is survival engineering. Space is redundancy. An AI-powered civilization scales better off Earth. Automation reduces human fragility. Robots don't need oxygen. AI doesn't need gravity. The future economy may not be Earth-centric. Musk sees that. Multi-planetary life reduces extinction risk. That's his core metric. Everything else serves it. Cars, rockets, AI, robots, tools. The mission hasn't changed. Only the tools have. AI without a future is dangerous. AI with a frontier is hopeful. Growth reduces zero-sum conflict. That's the bet. Expand fast enough, or fight over scraps. Why people misread him. Musk communicates poorly by traditional standards. He jokes during serious moments. He tweets impulsively. He overshares. That makes him look unserious. He isn't. His transparency confuses people. Most leaders hide uncertainty. Musk broadcasts it. That reads as chaos. It's iterative thinking in public. Messy but honest. People expect consistency in tone. Musk delivers consistency in direction. That's different. He changes tactics constantly. But the mission never shifts. That's why he's hard to stop. History favors builders who look crazy early, especially with existential stakes. Comfortable leaders optimize for approval. Musk optimizes for outcomes. Approval comes later. Or never. The real risk. Musk fears misaligned incentives more than misaligned AI. Corporations chase profit. Governments chase control. Neither optimizes for survival. AI amplifies incentives. Good or bad. Centralized AI creates choke points. Choke points create corruption. Corruption creates collapse. This pattern is old. AI just accelerates it. That's the fear. Decentralization is his answer. Multiple systems. Multiple actors. Redundancy everywhere. No single failure point. No God machine. The end game isn't one AI. It's many competing intelligences. Checks and balances at machine speed. Messy. But messiness beats tyranny. Even digital tyranny. How this ends? There are three endings. Peaceful integration. Destabilization before adaptation. Or forced evolution. Musk is betting on forced evolution. Controlled acceleration. He believes pain is unavoidable. So manage it. Delay compresses impact. Sudden change kills systems. Gradual shock allows adaptation. That's the logic. If he's wrong, consequences are massive. Economic chaos. Political backlash. Regulatory crackdowns. But backlash doesn't scare him. Extinction does. History won't judge intentions. Only outcomes. Heroes and villains are assigned later, after systems stabilize. Or fail. That's reality. The real question. The question isn't whether Musk is right. It's whether anyone else is even trying. Most leaders react. Musk plans decades ahead. That makes him dangerous. Or necessary. AI doesn't care about morals. It cares about objectives. Humans choose those objectives. A few people are deciding for billions. That should scare you, even if you like them. Musk wants to be one of those people. Not out of kindness, but because he doesn't trust anyone else. That's either arrogance or extreme responsibility. Time will tell. The AI endgame isn't coming. It's already here. The only questions left are, who writes the rules, who owns the infrastructure, and who adapts fast enough to survive.